All the way back in January at the Consumer Electronics Show, My Arcade was showing off at their booth these repackaged bundles of their 2024 Pocket Player Pro units. And at the surface, they appeared to be really just the same unit we got the previous year, bundled together with this new branded travel case. And we thought that was it, but it seems it's more than that. This Pac-Man in particular is a bit of an upgrade. That's after this. This video supported in part by...
Playing VR, I tend to sweat. It gives me an edge. So King of Nerds happens to give me an edge too. Let King of Nerds give you the edge. Bye, King of Nerds.
Hey there, John here with GenXGrownUp. Thank you for taking the time to click on this video. I just got a huge box in the mail from My Arcade that includes a lot of their new products that are coming later in Q4 of 2025. And I'm eager to get a chance to cover and review all of them for you. The first one I wanted to take a look at from that big bundle that I just got is this Pocket Player Pro Pac-Man, but they also include a travel case. And it's even more than that. As I mentioned in the intro, I thought at the time, and they even kind of mentioned to me and alluded and didn't say any more, that it was the same unit from 2024 with this nice new case in a package. I think it has like charging cable, some other stuff. But by looking at some of the info on the back, I think this is not just a duplicate, but rather an upgrade using some internals we got on those joystick players. Look at this. When you flip it around on the back and take a look at the features, initially it starts to look about the same. Now this is the 2024 unit. Here's the new one with the travel case. Officially licensed, sure, 2.75-inch screen, same screen. Fully playable game here. High score saving was not a thing in 2024. They snuck that in for us. Also includes classic mode and speed up mode. This was only Pac-Man. Now, it also talks about being powered by 4 AA batteries or USB-C cable. Yes, 4 AA batteries or power cable, which I think the power cable is included. Not sure they talked about that. Also, the bonuses has the Pocket Player Pro, the travel case, screen protector, yep, power cable, there it is, lanyard, and a mini screwdriver to get, because you know sometimes the battery box on the back has that security screw. People complain about it all the time. So more than just dumping this in another box, it looks like they brought in that software that we had on the joystick player and put it into the Pocket Player, which means it's not just a repackage, but an upgrade. Let's get this open and take a closer look. Now inside we've got that refreshed Pocket Player Pro. We have some instructions here, which I'm guessing are just a quick start guide in lots of languages. Yeah, we don't need that. We have a certificate of authenticity. I think it's cute that they started including these, in case somebody thinks you have a fake My Arcade unit, but it's a nice little bonus that just makes it feel a little nicer for spending the money that you spend for these. We have this, this is a catalog, and you can see the quick look. It's products from the previous year, so we don't need that. And then we have, point out, there's the cute little screwdriver that they gave us that was in there. Then you have the travel case, which is a really nice rigid case, and there's more goodies inside of it. So let's get inside of here. All right, so oh wow, double up. Okay, so we have another clip lanyard here. Look at that in a second. And then we have a USB-C charging cable. It's actually C-to-C charging cable. And then tucked up in here, this looks like probably the screen protector. Yeah, we'll get that applied. Cool. And then just quickly take a look at how it works in here. So you can take your Pocket Player Pro, lay them in there. Have a little Velcro, hold it in place. Huh, not bad. And then you even have this little guy to clip right on. Then you can zip it up. I want to show you that the zipper pull is a My Arcade logo. Zip it all the way around. There we go. Now last year I reviewed the 2024 edition of this Pac-Man Pocket Player Pro. I'll throw a link to it up there in the corner in case you'd like to see that. And the more you look at this one, it would be easy to think that they are the same thing. The hardware is the same, the logo is the same, the graphics the same. You flip it over even, the layout is the same. I took the sticker off of this one so I could easily tell them apart. I guess this one has a lanyard too. The only real obvious thing on the outside that I could see that makes it easily identifiable is this teensy-weensy printing on the left edge of the unit. On the 2024 unit, it just has this copyright. And here on the 2025 unit, there's just some more FCC rules and information here. But otherwise, you could very easily mistake one of them for the other. I'm going to put batteries in both of them and see how they differ, but real quick, let's take a look at the hardware just to refresh your memory. On the face over here on the left is the rounded D-pad. It doesn't have the raised plus, I wish it did, but it's serviceable. Down here we have the front firing speaker, 1-player and 2-player start. Here's that 2.75-inch screen, bigger than the previous year's Pocket Player Pros, and now vertical, so the correct aspect ratio for the Pac-Man game is available. Across the top, power on-off, variable brightness toggle, a home button, insert credit, and then that volume up-down rocker. And around here on the back, the 2 battery compartments are split here so that you can get a good grip on it when you're holding it in your hand, and it feels really good when you wrap your fingers around it. Let's go ahead and get this fake screenshot off so we can put on that screen protector. The screen protector just comes in this little sleeve with the tabs to help you pull it off. There's the front and there's the back. So let's wipe this down and get it applied. Peel off the front part. I have a couple little bubbles. I'll get those out. It's on there, but as with any good screen protector, it's virtually invisible. I think you can see, move it through the light, you can see it has a slightly, it's a little more matte finish. It's on there, so yeah, that's a nice addition. And now for the most exciting part of this video, using that cool little tiny screwdriver to put batteries in this thing. Look, because it has these kind of annoying little security screws that you have to screw out in order to take these battery boxes off, and now you don't have to go find a screwdriver, you get one included. While I'm getting these batteries in, I want to mention that if you enjoy these videos, they help you find cool things you want, or they help you make more informed buying decisions. Remember, there are always links to products we talk about down in the description of this video, and they are affiliate links to Amazon. So if you see something that you like, and anything in this 2025 My Arcade lineup, as we cover it over the next few months, be sure to check in the description, because then you can purchase it and help us out a little bit, because we'll get a little bit of revenue, pennies on the dollar, for anything you purchase through those links. I appreciate it if you keep us in mind. Here's the new 2025 one, and I went ahead and pulled out the 2024. I just ran a USB-C cable to power it. Let's compare the software. Power them both up. Yep, going in the arcade, My Arcade logo. So far, the same. Oh, and then, okay, so this one boots right into Pac-Man, and this one, of course, has your options for Pac-Man and sped up Pac-Man. They explained that you need to push credit, whereas this one really just has the home button, just resets it. Here, if you're inside of a game, of course, credit button. There we go, to select. Oh, since there's no select button, so credit is how you pick. Got it. So the home button then brings you back out, of course, to here. Let's jump in and we'll kind of look at, the screen looks about the same. The angle could be different between these two, but they seem the same to my eye. And I can just show you the screen brightness variability here. You got low, medium, and, oh, I guess that was low, medium, and high. Looks pretty good at medium, I think. It looks fine. Pretty good viewing angle. I think it's probably the same screen as we had before. It's just now we have new features in this. So hardware appears to be identical. It's the software package. So let's set this one aside and focus on the new one. From everything I'm seeing, this appears to be pretty close to the same software we got in that joystick player last year, I guess. Yeah. It's a version of the Pac-Man ROM. Insert a coin. Start. Mm-hmm. That circular D-pad is better than I remember, actually. It's okay. Ooh, cherry. But it's not the original ROM. You can tell from those noises. You can tell from how the ghost will come up and straight up out of the ghost pin. That's not allowed. Look, we know it wasn't the original arcade ROM. We're going to say maybe it's the limitations of the hardware, but they keep getting closer and closer with their versions for these little pocket players. And this was the best one we'd seen so far, really, in the joystick player last year. So now they've moved it over here. And I just want to make sure I get a high score to check that high score saving. Oh, I'm not going to get to that strawberry, am I? Whoa! Woo! Close. I'll get 3 of them here. I'll get that strawberry after. Oh, it just disappeared. We got 70, almost 8,000 now. There's 9,500. All right, we're getting there. All right, I guess let's watch the intermission while we're here. There we go. Boom. All right, I'm going to quickly kill off all my Pac-Men so we can check that high score saving. All right, he's dead. 11,340 is my high score. Yeah, and so to check that, I'm just going to power the thing entirely off and back on, let it boot all the way up and come into Pac-Man. Additionally, I remember on the joystick player, they were smart enough to put different high scores for regular and speed up Pac-Man. So first, I guess let me check and see if speed up has the 10,000 high score or my 11. There we go, has its own high score. All right, so let's bail back out and go to regular Pac-Man. Any luck, we should have our 11,340 or whatever it was. There we are, high score saving. And while we're here, let's go take a look at sped up Pac-Man, because why not? It's just a speed up chip that was sold to arcades to kind of bring new life to Pac-Man. Same one that you would have seen in Ms. Pac-Man that was very popular. Yeah, it's unfair, and that's it's unfair to the Ghost. And it kind of makes Pac-Man a different game. I would say if you're used to the patterns, you can't use them, but you can't use the patterns on this version of Pac-Man anyway because they don't follow the rules of Pac-Man Ghost. But it does add some variety, and as I mentioned, it has its own high score, so you're not going to be fighting against people playing sped up to beat their high score when all you're playing is the standard. As the holidays start to roll around this year, I can see these bundles, this Pac-Man, there's a Miss Pac-Man, there's a bunch of others rolling out with a nice carrying case and everything, being, I almost said a gift for your kids or stocking stuffer, but probably more a gift for your dad or your granddad. Man, I'm old. For these games. Kids are enjoying these games too, I guess. So, yeah, it goes in there nicely, nice and snug. Oh, I gotta save my little screwdriver. There we go. Yep, get it all zipped up. All right. Links to a couple more videos of new My Arcade stuff coming out this year. I'll put there and there. Of course, I hope you found something to enjoy in this video. Can't wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.